What's going on YouTube? Captain Redbeard back with another Division 2 video. Today I just want to show you a build that I use in the dark zone to clear control points, run around, get some field recon, and let me show you. I think it's like 2 days. I used some of these. I probably used like 30 of them. All right, so I got like 360 or something like that in a couple of days of just going in there and running around, grouping up with people, doing a lot of solo stuff. If I run into some players and, we end up grouping up, if no one's online or whatever, I'd have nobody on my friends list that's playing at that time. Then I'll kind of just switch the build because I am utilizing Memento. So let me get into it and show you what I got. This is how I use this build here. There are videos similar to the way that this is set up, but this is how I do it. So starting at the top, I'm using the Survivalist, and I'm using that so I can have the Mender Seeker mine. Okay? So I'm using the Lady Death here. I do have 16 expertise on this. Total damage sitting at 76.9k, 900 RPM, 32 round mag. SMG damage, critical hit chance, damage to target out of cover, all maxed out. And the talent is breathe free. When moving, gain 4 stacks per second, or 8 stacks of sprinting. Max stack is equal to the weapon's magazine size. Each round fired consumes a stack, amplifying damage by 75%. Kills grant a 20+% movement speed for 10 seconds. So it's nice to just run around. You get that kill, you get that movement speed increase, you get those stacks from sprinting. Just creates nice amount of damage on a set that's not really geared around DPS. I am using the shield splinter for my backup, and the only reason I'm really using a backup weapon is if I run out of the ammo. Okay, also this is expertise 16, just like the Lady Death. Total damage sitting at 83.9k, 900 RPM, 50 round mag. It's a really good weapon. I like using the shield splinter. We got assault rifle damage, health damage, and damage to target out of cover all maxed out. Talent's Perfect Optimist. Weapon damage is increased by plus 4% for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine. Just works really good for me as a backup weapon. I like using it. And then I just got the TDI card custom here. Just kind of holding it there. I don't really use the pistol at all. All right, so starting with the mask. I am using the Night Watcher mask. Okay. I have 3 Heligard gear pieces on, so I get the brand set bonus for all 3, plus 5% total armor, plus 60% health, plus 2% armor regen. Core attribute on this is armor. The minor there for the Night Watcher is 100% scanner pulse haste. Then I have armor regen on that with critical hit damage mod. We'll get into why I'm using that when I'm get more towards the end of this. Okay, so then I got the Memento backpack. Memento backpack is really special because it comes with all 3 core attributes, the weapon damage, the armor, and the skill tier. It is proficient. I do not have any expertise on this. I have a critical hit chance mod on it. And the talent is kill confirmed. Enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. All right, so you look at the bottom there, you can see. You pick up the trophy, plus 5% weapon damage, plus 10% bonus armor, plus 5% skill efficiency. For every trophy collected, gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regeneration for 300 seconds. So as long as, I mean, you can even take like kind of a break, go through some gear. You have plenty of time there, 300 seconds before it all goes away. Max stacks is 30. This piece is crucial to the build. It makes it really fun to run around there, kill everything, clear those landmarks, and move on. All right, so since we just did the backpack, I'm going to go down to the gloves here. I usually kind of come down to the chest piece, but I'm going to go to the gloves. Again, Heligard core attribute armor. The minor there's armor regen and a critical hit damage below it. So the knee pads, core attributes armor, critical hit damage, armor regen, and now let's move over to the chest piece. So the chest piece is Bellstone Armory. I'm using it because it's giving me the 1% armor regen. The core attribute on it is armor, the miner's armor regen, critical hit chance, and a critical hit damage mod. And I did modify this, I think. Yep, at the bottom there, you can see I modified it. I put efficient on it. Using an armor kit has a 50% chance to not consume the armor kit. Specialization armor kit bonuses are increased by 100%. Requires 10 seconds to arm talent. Okay? So while I'm using this and I'm clearing control points, if the Mender Seeker Mine doesn't do a well enough job of healing me up, I get into a little bit of a sticky situation, I'll just pop the instant med, and 50% of the time, it won't even use it. And if it does, it's really not a problem because you have four of them to start off with. It just gives you that extra 50% chance to have that much more survivability. So that's why I'm using that there. And then down to the holster, Picaro's holster, 10% skill haste, core attributes armor, miner's critical hit damage, and Picaro's holster gives that 15% weapon damage. Now, I thought I had this with the ability to swap out. I thought I had one with crit damage and I could swap the armor out because what I would actually do is I would use that as a weapon damage because with this build, I don't really need the 2 million armor. It would be better to have a little bit more, in my opinion, for my playstyle because I'm a little bit aggressive in there, but that's okay. It is expertise 9 on the holster. The chest piece is 16 and no expertise on any. Actually, no, we got 6 on the gloves and 6 on the knee pads, but none on the mask, none on the backpack. Okay, so the Seeker. I know I don't have a lot of a skill tier, but this still really does help with the armor regen when that cloud drops. The cloud duration's 9.6 seconds. It really does improve it because I already have that armor regen going on. When I max my stacks out from the Memento backpack, it's really good. So the reason I'm using the Night Watcher is because I'm also using the scanner pulse. All right, now this set right here, contrary to a lot of videos that are out there, you're not going to run around the dark zone and clear control points, landmarks and all that, and be able to defend yourself if a player comes along 25 expertise, 140,000 DPS. You're not, you're just going to tickle them with the bullets. So I keep pulsing. And if there's anybody in the area, I'll kill, an NPC one while I'm leaving and I'll just sprint away. Keep in mind, I am doing this solo. Now, if I'm in a group or something and I happen to have this on still, yeah, let's go, let's fight. But, generally, you're going to run into groups of people that are all grouped up and they're going to come in and they're going to jump you and then they're going to trash talk you. It's cool. It's part of the DZ. That's fine. But so I turned skill haste off. So I'm going to pulse. And they're about 8 seconds, I think. Yeah, 9 seconds, 8, 9 seconds, it comes right back. So what I'll do is I'll just keep pulsing. If I'm in cover for a second, I'll just go over to my social. I'll check my nearby. And that's why I'm using the Night Watcher on that. All right. So that is that. Um, what else? Okay, so with the way that I have it set up here, the expertise, I am sitting at 2 million armor. And let's go to the stats. So weapon damage is 70, just under 77,000. PvP weapon damage is pretty low, sitting at 25.6 thousand there. Critical hit chance is 52.8. Critical hit damage is 109.9. Now, these numbers are actually, this one's not so bad. I like to run most of my builds with at least 54, 57%. A lot of them are maxed out at 60. But this is all right for this build. And it's all right because of those stacks I'm getting from the Memento. All right, we got 56% all weapons damage bonus, 30% submachine gun damage bonus. I think that's pretty much it there. We got, yep, just under the 2 million for the armor. Base armor regen sitting at 79.2 thousand, 561,000 max health, and we got some minors, 50% pulse resistance, you know, anything that helps it out, right? All right, so I mean, it's not going to show it here as far as getting the trophies, but the regen's not too bad, especially if you drop your, Mender Seeker. See, I know only having one skill tier, but look how much faster it helps it come back. It just really helps it out. It's not too bad. I had this set up kind of a little bit differently where I was running, I think, Heligard. Um, what was I running on that one? I can't remember now. I think it was a Heligard holster. It was still the Bellstone chest piece. I switched out I wasn't using Memento, but I was using Catharsis. I had it set up a little bit differently, but this way is not bad. I like this way. It's working pretty good. I wish you could get the trophies in here in the shooting range just to kind of see the numbers after everything's said and done. But either way, it still works really well. You know, um, and if you encounter like another player and it's like, just one or two with the damage that you get from sprinting with the Lady Death here, you could, a lot of times fight them off. But I'm just in there getting my, recon data, whatever. I'm not in there trying to face tank anybody. So, like I said, I'll keep pulsing. I see someone, I'm out. Kill an NPC and sprint like crazy and just get out of the area. I'm all set with it. I do a lot of solo DZ farming. I do go in there a lot with friends, but when I'm farming, that's kind of what I want to stick to. You know what I mean? So that is the build. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, help my channel out. I appreciate it. If you got any questions or comments, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the build. Let me know how you have yours set up. All right, that'll wrap this video up. I am Captain Redbeard 253. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.